What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing kind of a chit chat, get ready with me. We actually have some friends in town. I was just going to chit chat with you guys as I get ready for tonight. I'm not sure what kind of look I want to do yet, but if you are interested, then just keep watching. A lot of you guys have been asking for my curly hair routine. Once I have my hair like probably I would say 70% wet again, I'm going to be using my Diva Curl Super Cream Coconut Curl Styler. I use about a dime size amount per section of my hair. And I kind of just run my fingers through it. And I kind of just run my fingers through my hair with the product, and then I kind of scrunch. Same thing on the back, underneath. Make sure that you're getting those layers. I've been asked a lot what my favorite curly hair products are, and to be honest, I would have to say so far, out of everything I've used for curly hair, the thing that made my curls look the best was actually Aveda. Aveda made my curls look really, really nice. And I just really liked the way that it made my curl pattern, it made them look really spirally and really defined, and I don't know, I just really liked it. It was really good. After I'm done with that one, I'm going to use the Diva Curl Ultra Defining Gel Stronghold No Crunch Styler. This is what it looks like. And same thing per section, probably about a dime size amount, I would say. Not even. And instead of running it through, I'm just going to immediately start scrunching. Make sure your hair is already sectioned off where you want it to lie. I always section my hair right down the center. I would say about 99% of the time. That's just where my natural part wants to lie. Once I'm done scrunching my hair, I'm going to use the Diva Curl microfiber towel. I'm just going to soak up any of that excess moisture and really scrunch it. Next, I'm going to be using my Revlon Ceramic Iconic blow dryer, and I have a diffuser on the end. I'm going to be diffusing my curls on warm for heat, and then I'm going to be putting it on low for airflow. Alright guys, my hair is about, I would say, 70% dry now. And I'm just going to use my Nourishing Coconut Oil Weightless Hydrating Oil Mist by Organics, I believe is the brand, or OGX. I'm just going to kind of mist it. Make sure you cover your face, because this is definitely not non-comedogenic. And now the reason I only blow dry it about 70 to 75% dry is because every time I've ever diffused it completely, it kind of gives it like a more of a wavy texture. But if I diffuse it to where it is about 75% dry and then let it air dry the rest of the way, it is a little bit more ringlety and it's not as weighed down, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but that's just what I found with my hair personally. So this is what it looks like. Still just a little wavy, but it is the first day. Usually on second or third day hair, that's when my hair starts to get curlier and curlier and more like spirally. So now, while I do my makeup, I just really lightly clip it out of the way, back, but I also don't want to clip it too tight because I don't want to cause any creases in it. Tonight, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of like a glowy, more neutral colored makeup look. And I'm going to start by going in with my NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade and filling in my eyebrows. And I like to get my brush wet before I do my eyebrows. That's just me though. And I'm just using the Anastasia Beverly Hills angled brush. I'm really bad at talking and doing my brows at the same time. When I get to the front of my brows, I kind of just draw like a line. And then I brush it upwards. A lot of people ask me if I do my makeup like this every single day. And I'm an aesthetics instructor. I teach skincare and I teach makeup. So my answer to that would be that no, I don't do my makeup full out every single day. Absolutely not. But I would say about 60% of the time I do go all out. Lots of times I just fill in my brows and put on some kind of like dewy tinted moisturizer and then wear mascara. That's like a pretty day-to-day thing for me. But even if I did, like, I just don't see the big deal in wanting to wear makeup every single day, honestly, because I was at this bar the other night and there was a band there and one of the girls, they weren't playing. They were about to go play at the oh my god, this is so hard to talk and do my brows at the same time. They were about to go play at the back alley pub down the street. And this was the night of the Christmas stroll here in town. And this girl, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, she was nice, but we didn't talk very much, so I didn't really get time to get to know her. And they left. They left soon after I got there. So her, the band, they left, and a few minutes later, this guy, who I had never met before in my life, he's talking about the girl, saying, like, oh my god, like, I can't wait to go see them play. They're so good. And I was asking him, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, are they pretty good? And he's like, yeah, they're great. And I could tell he, like, had a thing for the girl. And I was just like, you like her? And he was like, oh my god, I'm so in love with her. Like, she's so beautiful. I just love, like, her vibe. And she's so, and this guy's, like, probably in his 30s or so. And he's like, I just love her vibe. And I just love how natural looking she is and how she doesn't wear a lot of makeup. No offense. And I was like, okay. I didn't really know how to take it. Again, had never met this guy before. I just didn't know what to say. It's not that I tried, like he said, no offense, but it took me off guard. Honestly, like, that's what it took me off guard. But basically, I just don't see a problem with a girl wearing as much, however much fucking makeup she wants to wear. I wear a shit ton of makeup a lot of times, to the point where people choose to judge me, or they judge other girls who wear a lot of makeup, and that's fine, honestly. I don't care if people judge me for how much makeup I wear, because it's my job. I have to wear makeup every single day, and even if I didn't, I probably still would, just because I love makeup. And anyone who has anything to say about that, like, it's not a big deal. Everyone has their own form of their art and, like, what makes them feel, like, creative, and for me, that's makeup. And for a lot of people these days, that's makeup. So right now I'm just blending out my, I use concealer as my eyeshadow primer. I just always have. I've always enjoyed doing that more so than using an actual eyeshadow primer. I just feel like it works so nicely, and then you don't have to buy two products, obviously. But I'm making sure that I get my inner corner, just because since I am a little bit darker skin toned, I do get dark circles here. So I'm making sure I get that inner corner, making sure I cover any veins. Making sure it's really well blended. And then I'm just gonna set that with a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder. I don't always do my eyes and my eyebrows first, but I would say about half the time I do my eyes first. Eyes and eyebrows. My go-to palette lately has been the Morphe 350 Shimmer palette, and the reason that I really like this one is because I've just been into the glowy, dewy look. Don't get me wrong, I've always been into that look, but just more so than usual. And I know it's Christmas and I know it's winter here in Montana, but I don't know. I don't care what time of year it is. I'm so dry that anytime I can look like I'm dripping in gold, that is the goal. So this is what the palette looks like. It's super, super shimmery. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So what do I want to do tonight? Oh my gosh. So last night I had a pretty dramatic look. I had false lashes, full face, dark eyeshadow, winged liner, and I really liked it. But I think I want to go for something way more like glowy and like just all around more neutral. So I'm going to use my Mud makeup. I'm going to use my Mud 610 brush, and I'm going to use just a really light champagne color. And just start working that into my crease. A lot of people don't like to use shimmer all over their lid, but I'm obsessed with it. I didn't used to either. I really didn't, but now I absolutely love it. After that, I'm gonna go in with a slightly darker shade, and I'm just going to, again, just kind of buff that all over my lid. I don't want my lids to look dark tonight. Last night, they were quite dark. So the reason I'm not going too in-depth with this makeup tutorial is because I really want to make sure that I have a good camera before I do any kind of in-depth makeup tutorial with you guys. This is kind of just a chit-chat, get ready with me, not going super in-depth with what products I'm using or what makeup brushes I'm using or my techniques. I will have that coming eventually. I just want to get the hang of being in front of the camera, first of all. And I also want to get a little bit better at editing, maybe on a laptop or something like that. And because currently right now I'm using my phone to film and I am using my phone to edit. So I would love to get a little bit better at it before I put out a really good makeup tutorial for you guys. So if you're wondering, that is why I'm not doing that yet. Not anything super in-depth or detailed. Now, do I want to do a wing liner and then just not do lashes, or the other way around? I don't know. I can't decide. Maybe I'll just do brown liner and lashes. Beagle lashes, beagle lashes. Okay, so I just put a little bit of brown liner on my lid, just to make sure that you don't see like a line of demarcation to where I'm going to put my lashes. I'm just gonna buff that out just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. It's already almost dark out. Alrighty then. So unfortunately the lashes that I'm using, I have no idea what they're called. Or at least I don't know the brand. I think they're Allure, something like that. And they are, I want to say they're called Talia, but I could be wrong. Don't judge me, but I take a makeup wipe and I rip it and then I put it back. Even though I'm a germaphobe. And I just take the little end here and I just clean it up. Making sure I get any eyeshadow fallout. See, look how much eyeshadow fallout is on there. I still use tweezers to apply my lashes. You would think I would be a better makeup artist than that. Oh my god. Don't buy those makeup wipes. I got them from Sam's Club. They're super alcohol based and they burn your eyes. Okay. God, I didn't even touch my eye with it and it still burned them. I don't think this is ready yet. I can't do shit. You must try. Does anybody else's eyes water like fucking crazy when they're putting on their lashes? Alright, let's go on with the face. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and I'm just gonna use a little bit. And I'm not rubbing it into my skin, I'm pressing it into my skin. Why do we do that, guys? Sorry, I just pretended like you guys were my students. So, what my students would have said right there is that they press it into the skin because they're literally filling the pores. Maybe you can do that by rubbing, but I can honestly say that ever since I started pressing, I've seen a drastic difference in my foundation application. I'm gonna cover up little Ted and Bertha. I just came up with that. We're going to just blend that out. Oh, we got a new one! He's new. I'll have to come up with a name. Last night I loved my foundation. I used the Revolution foundation mixed with my Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation. And I liked it, but tonight I think I want something a little bit dewier, a little bit more like skin. I want it to look like skin. So I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I'm going to use quite a bit. And then I'm going to use the Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. And to blend that out, I'm going to use my Real Techniques big foundation brush. Make sure you get your little hairline. I got the NARS Instant Radiance Concealer to replace my Revolution Conceal and Define, mostly because this thing is just so teeny. It's great, it's really good, but it's so tiny that it runs out in like 3 weeks. That just shows you how much makeup I wear. But the NARS Instant Radiance Concealer, that should last me like a year, but I got the wrong color. So I've had this for 3 weeks and it is gone. That is gone. But I got a color that looked a little bit lighter than my skin tone because I don't like my concealer to be too light. I don't want there to be like a drastic noticeable difference. But I got the NARS Instant Radiance Concealer in, I think it's Tiramisu, and it is way too dark for me, or at least too dark for me right now. It would be a good summer concealer for me. But it's almost like, I shouldn't say it's too dark. It looks like it would be my foundation color right now. So I got to return it and exchange it. And set that under eye. And yes, my beauty blender is still wet. All right, let's do some last minute blending before we set this face. I'm going to set with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I have yet to find one better, but I think next time I'm going to try either the Charlotte Tilbury translucent powder, or I'm going to use the banana powder from Ben Nye, because I heard it's better than this one actually. So I kind of just make sure my lashes are combed back, because my lashes get like moved around when I place my lashes. Does anyone else do that? I feel like I just suck at putting on lashes. I'm not a true makeup artist. Quit it. My dryer makes my lights move all the way from there. All right, oh, my lips look so tiny when they're all covered in foundation. They look like little babies, but I guess I want a nude palette, so that's okay. I'm going to contour slash bronze right now, and I'm gonna use my Morphe bronzer and contour little palette in the shade Vlogger. I'm just going to start to warm up my skin. Last night, I was a lot more detailed with my like contour as well as my placement, but tonight, like I said, I kind of just want to give it like that little bit less defined look. Not so contoured, more like a glow. Plus my foundation is just a lot lighter than it was last night. Like it's like not as heavy, so it's, although light for me, not light for most. For most, this would be heavy. I thought about actually starting to self-tan. I mean, I'm Polynesian, so I'm kind of tan, like I'm olive skin tone all year round, but I don't know, I just love the look of being bronze and being glowy and almost like that permanent like tanned look. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. All right, so I'm gonna do just like a touch of blush, and I'm using my Morphe Blush Trio, and there is no shade on it. It just looks like this. I'm gonna use the shade Driven, which is like that really shimmery color there in the center. It's really light, it almost looks like Orgasm by NARS, honestly. Like that's what I would compare it to. And I love this brush. I've had this brush, man, I really need to get new makeup, but I've had this brush for years. Like this one I probably had for about 5 years. So, and don't get me wrong, it's lost bristles from the day I got it, but it applies your blush so well, I don't care. What next? What next? I'm just gonna take whatever's left over on my brush from last night and just see if I can't really lightly contour my nose. Give a little button. Ooh, that worked! that really worked. So since I am done with my brows, at least done with the filling them in with my pomade, I'm gonna use my 3D Brow Tones by Benefit. It kind of gives your brows highlights. I've had this one since summer too. And I'm just going to, what is that? Get off. See, losing bristles. My blush brush. And I think I'm gonna brush all my hairs up tonight. Should I do it? Should I do it? I only usually do that when I'm doing like basically no makeup. Oh, I like that. It's a little bit messier than that one. It's not as defined, which I like. That's what we're going for. I would say that this product doesn't necessarily hold them up, but I mean, it does okay. Get away from me. Okay, next inner corner highlight. Keep it low, because I want my eyes to look slanted downward in the front, not up. I'm not gonna use my Urban Decay All-Nighter. Maybe I will. I don't know, the Revolution one is illuminating. Let's do that. Okay, so normally I would do a matte lipstick with this, but I don't know. It's a pretty glowy look. Might have to do a gloss, even though I don't like gloss. By the way, the reason I couldn't talk right there is because I had setting spray on, but I highlight while my setting spray is still wet. That way it's really, really dewy. Okay, that is NYX Sandstorm liquid lipstick. And once that sets, I will use my lipstick over top of it. That's really uneven, but you know, whatever. So I might style it. I might like go in and curl a few pieces and like make it really big, or I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do a bun. Who knows? Okay, so now I'm gonna use the MAC Influentially It Powder Kiss Lipstick. And then we'll decide if we want gloss. Okay, so I could easily go without gloss, or I could add gloss. I think just for the heck of it, just to see what it looks like, I'm gonna add a little bit of gloss. I'll do Fenty Beauty Snake Skin. It's pretty glossy. It's kind of like a metallic sheen, but maybe I'll do that. We'll see. We'll see how, well, I also gotta figure out what I'm wearing. So depending on what I'm wearing is kind of gonna depend on what lip look I use. That is it for the makeup. I think I'm glowy enough for now. I always end up adding more highlighter before I leave the house just because I love highlighter. But for now, this is what it looks like. All right, guys, I am finished putting on all my jewelry and I kind of styled my hair a little bit. I just went through and curled a few pieces. You can kind of see, well, no, not that one. This one. Here we go. Curled a few pieces of my hair and then I just bobby pinned it up. I don't even know what it looks like from the back, so hopefully it looks good. I just put on my usual jewelry. I put on all my rings and just a couple bracelets. And then I put on this really long necklace that I got from Pretty Little Thing, as well as this shirt. I think I did. No, necklace is from Pretty Little Thing. Shirt is from Princess Polly Boutique. Maybe I will take some pictures later tonight of the full outfit. There is just one last step, and this is something that I do every single night when I go out. Well, besides cover my zit. Let's cover that really quick. Let's cover, is there two? Two. Last step, taking that highlighter, big fluffy brush, and just finishing the glow, which these bristles also fall off. I don't get good quality brushes, do I? And then I even do a little bit on my ears. Don't judge. All right, we'll flip that back around. I just really like my décolleté to look really nice and glowy, especially when it's the dead of winter here in Montana and there is no sun whatsoever and no chance of looking glowy unless you fake it. If you guys like this video, then please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.